Hey guys, so today we're going to be creating a point-to-site VPN to our Azure uh, network, VPN, VNet, our virtual network. And this is really a pretty easy procedure process. Basically, we create a virtual network gateway and we configure it and we connect to it. So let's get started and see how it's done. So the first thing is you want to create a virtual network gateway. So I'm going to go create resource and just search for virtual network gateway, and here it is. And then I'm just going to say create. Now, creating the virtual network gateway takes about a half hour after you submit the work. So I already created one, but I'm going to walk you through creating it, and then we're going to take a look at the one I already created. And then we're going to configure the VPN pool and all this good stuff. So this is your subscription. You can call it whatever you want. I'm going to call it VG11. We're going to choose VPN. The SKU is really depends on what your needs. But if you're only doing point-to-site, the VPN Gateway 1 would do it. The generation you can research if you need more services from the VPN Gateway, like site-to-site tunnels and stuff like that. You can go with different SKUs. You can research them. For a virtual network, I already have one. I'm just going to choose it. And it's going to create a subnet only for the virtual network gateway. You can't use it for something else. Now, the public IP address, you have the option of creating 2 public IPs for high availability, or 1. I'm just going to go with 1 in this lab, but if you choose to go with 2, you can fill out the information. So I'm going to create new and just call it VG11 IP. And if you enable active mode, that's the high availability, and that's the secondary IP. I'm just going to go with 1. And we're going to hit review and create. So the validation has passed. And again, once you hit create, it's going to take up to a half hour. Depends on Azure speed and what's not. But I already created the one, so I'm going to just go to the one I created so we can configure the host pool and the certificate and all this good stuff. All right, so we're here at our virtual network gateway, and we come here to point under settings. We come to point to site configurations, and we say configure new. Now the address pool, this would have to be a range or a subnet that does not exist in your virtual network. So if your virtual network, for example, is 10 or 172, in my case, it's 172.16.00/16. I'm going to go ahead here and put a different out of address space subnet. So I'm going to do 172.18.10.0/24. And again, my address space is 172 for the virtual network is 172.16.10.00/16. So this is not part of this virtual network. You can't have it part of the virtual network. The tunnel type, we go with Open VPN SSL. That's fine. Now the authentication type for this demo, we're doing the Azure certificate. I'm going to show you how to create a certificate and do it. But you can use Radius authentication in Azure Active Directory as well. But for this demo, we're sticking with the Azure certificate. All right, so we need to create a certificate for our client and for Azure. And there are a couple of PowerShell commands that I'm going to leave in the description below that you can run. I'm going to go ahead and open PowerShell and run them right now. Okay, so we're going to run PowerShell as administrator. And here are the commands we have to run. The first one is going to create a root certificate. And the second one will create a client certificate. Okay, successfully created. Now we open our certificate manager. Just take a look at him and export one of the certificates. So as I start typing CERT, we're going to go to manage user certificates. And we will go to personal certificates. As you can see now, we have a root certificate and a client certificate. And what we need to do is export the root certificate so we can upload it to Azure. So I'm going to go to export Say next. I do not need to export the private key. The format we're going to use is base64. And it's going to choose a location for saving it. And call it rootcrt. And save it. Okay, great. Now that we exported it, we will go to the desktop and just edit this with open it with Notepad. And we want to copy everything between the begin certificate and end certificate as is. And we're going to go upload it to Azure now. So I'm going to just name it here rootcrt. Whatever you want to call it, you can. And I'm just going to paste whatever we did here. And that's it. Once you hit save, it's going to basically save it. And we can then try to connect and see how it goes. That's going to take about 7-8 minutes to save. So I'm going to pause the video and come back when it's done. So we now need to download the Azure VPN client. So the one in order to connect. So we just simply search for Azure VPN client. And we find it here. I already installed it, but you basically can download it and then you can go from there. And we're going to also download the configurations from Azure and do it from there. So let's get to it. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and download the VPN client. And from there, we can configure it, and I'll show you how to connect to the point-to-site VPN. All right, so here's the downloaded folder. I'm going to go ahead and open it and show you what I have here. So under Azure VPN, this is the config we want to import into the client. So now I'm going to start the Azure VPN client that I downloaded and import these settings into it. So I'll click on the plus sign here and say import. And basically just locate that file and import it here. So as you can see, once I imported it, all the information is here. And we just save. Okay. So now we're going to test and connect. So I hit connect. And as you can see, it's trying to connect. And we are connected. As you can see, my IP address now is 172.18.10.2, which is what we gave. We gave 10.0/16. And I am able to reach any route inside the subnet. And basically, that's how you connect it. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments below, and I'll try to answer them as soon as possible. Thanks for watching, and remember to like and subscribe for more content like this, and we'll see you in the next video.